This is artist and calligrapher Denis Brown reading from my new book, Brown Calligraphy. Gesture, touch, and expression are vitalizing aspects unique to writing as a means of textual communication. I've accorded them a high value even in traditional work. These aspects, generally known as freedom, must be counterbalanced in formal writing by structural consistency and legibility, which are aspects of discipline. Discipline and freedom have been honoured together as a kind of yin and yang in the tradition of formal penmanship founded by Edward Johnston early in the 20th century. The best work has an abundance of both. Unfortunately, the hard grind of properly learning calligraphy tends to replace the joy of writing with a fear of making mistakes. This fear remains palpable in hesitant writing, which expresses this weakness. It must be banished. I was informed as a student that I had a natural freedom, but that I had to work hard to attain discipline. I was dedicated and worked hard, but I think a key was that my work maintained an element of play as I learned. To play is so important. Musicians play their instruments. We simply do not want to hear somebody work the cello. The aim may be to acquire more of both rhythmic aspects, structure and fluency in any writing. As with discipline and freedom, they are akin to yin and yang, two opposites that come together to form a whole much greater than the sum of their parts. Of course, some calligraphy must be more formal, while other times a looser, casual style may be appropriate. However, the best examples integrate both structure and fluency in their rhythm. In traditional work, the rhythm of the calligraphy should generally support the rhythm of reading the text. Certainly, it should not be overpowering. However, in freer work, when absolute legibility is not all important, it is possible to modulate the rhythm to help the calligraphy to move a little more. We might take a marching rhythm and make it dance. This calligraphy teases the opening line of St. John's Gospel by twisting its words beyond immediate recognition. It is impossible to approach this kind of spirit in calligraphy that strives to represent a text legibly. It should be remembered that it was customary in early Christian Ireland and elsewhere to present the opening words of the Gospels as full-page illuminations without too much care for legibility. A wild pen sweep may be allowed to finish wherever it will to a degree, and whichever slant occurs at its end may influence the alignment of a contrasting narrow rhythm. Thus, there may be wonderful deviations from writing in horizontal lines. In polyrhythmic calligraphy, the writing is no longer marching reliably. Instead, it dances wildly. My book, Brown Calligraphy, presents all kinds of the calligraphy I've done to date. Get the whole story. Order your copy now.